In this video lesson, we're going to be talking about how the hands change with age from infancy to old age. The hands are complicated enough with their many articulations and proportions that you have to keep in mind, but this can be even more difficult when you consider how the hands change through human development. So let's go ahead and go over the hands during different stages of development. Babies' hands are tiny, chubby, and short, especially the fingers. The palm makes up much more of the mass of the hand. The fingers are also conical or cone-shaped, and they taper quite a bit as they move from the palm to the tips of the fingers. The hand appears more like a squat paddle. The skin is soft and smooth, and the knuckles, instead of being raised from the surface, there are typically actually dimples. The fingernails are small and thin and much less visible or noticeable. If you look at an X-ray of a baby's hands, you'll see that the bones are actually quite separated, quite a bit of growth and development that's going to take place in the bony structures of the hand. So in adulthood, the bones make up the majority of the hand, but this is not the case with babies. So for artists, you want to emphasize the chubbiness and the dimples and the softness of the hands of infants. Be thinking about how to break the hand down into simple shapes and avoid sharp angles and bony features. Once you understand the hands of babies, then it really just moves towards adulthood as we age. So in toddlers, the hands are slightly larger but still chubby, and the fingers start to elongate. The fingers are still conical, but they're less cone-shaped than in infants. The palm is still relatively short and the hand wide. The skin is smooth, still retaining plenty of baby fat, with dimples at the knuckles still visible. Also tends to be just a little bit more separation between the fingers. Whereas in infants, because of those cone-shaped fingers, there is much less separation. The fingernails are slightly larger, but still small and thin. Now let's move on to small children, ages 3 to 7. So the fingers continue to lengthen, and they lose some of that baby fat. The fingers become more cylindrical instead of cone-shaped. The skin is smooth, but less dimpled at the knuckles. The fingernails are larger and more proportionate with the hand compared to adults. Now moving on to adolescent hands, ages 7 to 12. So the hands are growing rapidly. The hands become longer, more slender, as well as the fingers. The fingers are more defined, and the knuckles and bones of the hand become more prominent. The skin is smooth, but starting to show more texture around the knuckles. The fingernails are more developed, and now they resemble adult fingernails in their shape and proportion to the rest of the hand. So teen hands, age 13 to 19, basically adult size, but they can vary widely depending on growth spurts. So the fingers are long and slender, the knuckles are well defined, and the skin is starting to show more texture and definition. Now the fingernails are fully developed, they're strong, and they have the same proportion to the hand as adults. So then we have adult hands, age 20 to 60. So this is where the hands are fully grown. The hands have reached their mature size and shape. The fingers are well defined. The musculature and the bony features of the hand, the tendons, the veins, those are more prominent. And then as we move into 60 plus, as people age, the hands may appear slightly shrunken due to loss of muscle mass. In the fingers, the joints and knuckles become more prominent. The skin becomes wrinkled and thin. The anatomy of the veins, tendons, and bones becomes more visible and apparent. So your assignment for this lesson is to sculpt some baby hands. In the premium course, I'll walk you through my demo of this assignment. There's also 3D models, other premium demos and premium lessons, and much more. So hopefully you'll check out the full course at proko.com/handsculpt. All right, I look forward to seeing your sculptures. Stay creative, stay productive. I'll see you in the next lesson.